so through that together, we got a old school magic transition now. So I don't just announce it. We're getting back to the original sort of thematic element of old school magic this week, where this week is we're back to dead guys. We're back to dead guys this week for old school magic. We're going back to dead guys. This is a dead guy. Really, I guess you just stop saying it like that. It sounds terrible. This is a guy that's highly regarded in magic, highly respected, very influential. Goes back to the time like around like Cardini and stuff as well, and even when I was showing videos of Neil Foster, no, of not Neil Foster, Norm Nielsen. Neil Foster is the guy that I'm going to be showing you guys, actually. This is Neil Foster, classic guy. If you guys remember, I talked about this place called Chavez. Like, people joke about it in a way where people joke, you know, that people that aren't magicians will usually joke around and say stuff like, you know, hey, is there like a Hogwarts of magic? Is that really a thing? Well, it is. It actually is a real thing. And it's called Chavez, and I did it via correspondence, but there's two of them. Stage sleight of hand. We're talking things with cards, coins, cigarettes, billiard balls, thimbles, those kind of things, and all based on classic manipulation. If you remember the video I showed of Neil Foster and Cardini, this is the similar sort of thing that was really popular back in the day, playing nightclubs and things like that. And these guys, these are super highly influential guys. This dude Neil Foster was someone that I looked up to quite a bit when I was getting interested in magic and you know, looking into what kind of magic, as I was getting into it, what kind of magic, you know, did I find interesting, what stood out to me. And it was some of this old classic stuff that you really just don't see it very often anymore. So that's why I like to share these little clips every week with you guys. And this week's old school magic is Neil Foster, so check this out. So that was Neil Foster. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't get any more old school magic than that. Than Neil Foster floating an orb. Right. I see you guys in the chat there. I see you. I see what you're saying. You know, as far as like old school magic, the orbs, because when we talk about like the UFOs and things like that, the orbs. I can't stand them. I always get super suspicious of the orbs. But that orb, however, the Neil Foster orb, pretty badass, and I love the ending. I don't care what anybody says. I watched this video. You can look him up on YouTube and find other videos of him. I mean, this guy, Neil Foster, he was a badass. He wore a fez at one point because he ended up losing his hair, and then he wore this terrible wig. And I remember hearing a story, somebody asking him, like, Neil, why do you wear this horrible wig that definitely does not look good? And he said, well, my head gets cold. Which is, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people that wear terrible wigs say that, but just Neil Foster said it, so awesome, fun stuff. But you see that kind of magic. So I'll look up Neil Foster and just watch him sometimes, like on YouTube. And the other night I was watching this video in particular, and this, you might not believe this, but honestly, watching like those old school, like these black and white ones, he's got the cloth with the dragon printed on it, you know, like back in the day, that was so like whoa, that cloth must have come from the Far East, where he learned all of that you know, stuff, where he probably learned his powers, who knows, like, you know, all of that. It's right, Chris, I did sneak in some of that classic stuff in the Circus Krone DVD, with the cigarette manipulation and some of the cards and things like that. When we were going back to Germany for the first Strange Magic tour, I'd always wanted to rebuild and redo a classic magic act, that like the kind that influenced me, like I just described, like Neil Foster and that. And so, but I was like, you know, how would I do it now as opposed to how I learned it back when I was younger and stuff. And so that's what it's exotic for sure, right, Donna? So that's what I did in trying to like come up with this with this act, and looked back at guys like Neil Foster and Norm Nielsen and Cardini and guys like that. So that was Neil Foster, big, like I said, super big, influential guy in magic, even still to this day. And you could probably, in that short clip, you could probably see it.